And we are promoting, the promoter is Gao Yousi from Israel, who will do the online promotion tomorrow. He will try to promote the Chinese product global. So let's try to get more information from him. Hi. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my live streaming. My name is Gao Yousi. I'm trying to do a very special live streaming episode. Can you tell us what are you promoting? What are you trying to sell? I will review the answer later. And the online viewers are encouraged to post your comments and answers on our online comment session. I heard that this will be the eve of the Black Friday shopping season, which is upcoming tomorrow. You are also part of it. So how is your performance? In one word. I'm very nervous. The time is very short. We're trying to do our best to make a best shot. We'd like to live up to your expectation, to the expectation of the online viewers. I have discovered some very nice Chinese products, and we are trying to promote it on our online platform. We're trying to witness the history. I learned that you directed a shopping season online streaming for Chinese products. And I heard there is a secret guest later on who will join us. Last time when we did an episode, we did outdoors. It was freezing. Here we are. We're going to meet someone very special whose name is Gao Yousi. He's both American and Israeli. And this is the background of our live streaming house. The most landmark backdrop and the most expensive ever. 你就想这个天台，你看这个角度有多美。你一旦到这个天台，我就知道，我就想这个背景。但是我们想做一个与众不同，就是我们打算把室内这个概念。When you look at the scenery here, you can't imagine how breathtaking view we have having here. Most of our live streaming house are in indoor ones, but today we want to do something special. We want to make it outdoors, to make it a more vivid image, to provide more attractive scenery for our online viewers. Once you enter the live stream house, when you see this backdrop, you will be amazed. But there are problems. For example, it can be very freezing, like today. And I'm trying to do some testing on my facility. And these are the products to be promoted during the Double 11 shopping festival in China. Toothpaste, lipstick, and makeup, biscuits, noodles, and even Chinese-style noodles. A special Chinese specialty, 螺蛳粉 noodle. Hi everyone, my name is Gao Yousi. The live stream is about to start in 2 minutes. The director is urging me to start.
Hi everyone, welcome to our live stream house. And we have our guest today, Gao Yousi. Our live stream today takes place takes outdoors at the rooftop. It's quite rare for the live stream to take place at such an environment. On the 28th, we will do another live stream episode just like this one today. Once again, on the 28th of November, we will have another live stream episode. So this will be the first one to promote Chinese products to overseas friends. So stay tuned to our 28th episode. So how about the episode? As we reviewed episode, I found myself a little bit naive. In Chinese, it's Tianzhen, because I knew little about the live streaming shopping. There are a few special terms in Chinese, like for example, 秒杀 is for on sale in English. You know, in Americans' culture, there is no such word counterpart for the Chinese word 秒杀. So we don't have to expect that to make sense for American friends. Maybe later the American shoppers will pick up the term 秒杀 or on sales. So we can save it for another occasion. I think everyone was impressed by one scene you made in last episode. Like you put up something, you appeared like in this gesture. So that live stream was quite small. For today, I have a question for you. In European countries and America, and also many other parts of the world, there is a shopping season around. In Israel, how is it like for such a shopping season? Where you go on a shopping spree? Well, I think my mom will participate in a shopping spree, not me necessarily. During some grand festivals, there are usually the shopping sprees. For example, in March every year, there is a musical festival. Also, another shopping spree comes along because the Israeli people are particular about the price. They care about how cost-effective one product can be, so they care about both the price and also the quality of the products. So during the Double 11 shopping festival in China, what did you get? I was very busy during the Double 11 shopping festival. I bought some potato chips and popcorns, and also the beef noodles. I bought a lot of food. So I wonder how you keep fit. So back to the live streaming today. You mentioned you were nervous. So about the live stream to come tomorrow morning, how do you feel about that? If this is going to be done by myself, I think I can only be 10% confident to promote the products on these platforms are quite new to me. It requires a lot of techniques. But I am lucky to have one friend who's willing to teach me everything, every skill that is needed. And I have almost 10 friends who is doing the same thing, who are trying to help me. Now, with your presence, I feel much more pressurized. But I think the pressure makes me more progressive. I may deliver a better performance. So thank you for giving me so much pressure, for encouraging me to make progress. Well, this is the poster for tomorrow's event. Well, I think you on this poster appears as the youngest. You have such a fresh face. Well, actually, I am elder than you. But you really have a young face. So tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock a.m., you will have a live streaming episode on the Amazon platform, right? Yes. The live stream episode will not start too early because people will not get up that early. So it will start at 8 and last until 12 o'clock at noon. So we have a lot more to expect for tomorrow's session. I think you are going to show many interesting gestures and movements during your live stream performance. And after that episode, we will try to get back to you again to ask you to share your feelings with us. We'll try to review our performance, our results, and we will have our performances recorded and try to see if we can witness some historical achievements. For a Chinese anchor to do such a live stream episode during the shopping season, this will be a good chance to promote very special Chinese products, and it will be history creating. During the overseas shopping festival, shopping platforms, the Chinese way of live streaming episode is a new way of shopping. So it will be a very good trial and also a test of the foreigners' preference. We will like to see whether they like it or not. Let's check some comments from the online viewers. Some say greetings to Mr. Gao.
massager 是一个你的个人按摩器，它是一个需要练到那个东西。它是这样，它的功能很独特，反正它是一个为了你的脖子，还有你的背。它是一个你可以自己盯着的一个，你可以点有非常简单的4个按钮，开机，然后方向，然后这个是加热，如果让它变得热一点， 然后这是它的那个力度，然后这4个你可以自己，首先你可以自己控制，你可以边玩手机，你可以看电视，你可以做很多，你可以有，然后它同时非常非常的舒服，确实，如果一会儿连起来，就是你们尝试一下，当时小贝尝试的第一次。他在我面前睡觉，我在跟他聊天，他就，然后后来我
这个在英文中也会说吗
？Yeah, we will say it. 我会说他
虚假广告。
This is one product we selected. I can wear it and try to sleep on it.
从那个你的高背到低背，
我不晓得翻译，接着说。
我已经这个 upper back, lower back， 我已经翻译成
OK， 高背到低背。
From your whether your back is high or from back or low.
他也睡着了。
他就这样，新月是他说啊，我不怎么用这些品，我觉得。
So this brand will bring the. So Xingyue will bring this, join our live stream house tomorrow and try to test this product. And when she wears this product, she fell asleep. Almost fell asleep because this product is really amazing. Even after half an hour, she's still amazed about it. We haven't revealed the name of this brand just to keep it a secret. So from the score of 1 to 100, how the online viewers will score your performance.
好，我们贝勒泰准备好没有？在贝勒泰起立之前，先简单介绍一下，贝勒泰是澳大利亚人。哎呦，我介绍一个现在
So,
手里的人，感觉很好，可以自己。
are you ready?
长得非常的帅，但是高。
We will have an Australian friend
完了，一点默契都没有。
who is very handsome,
非常的矮，到这儿。
tall or short.
然后穿了一件白色的衣服。
Sorry, he's very short. He's in white,
哇，打分全来了，我赶紧看一下哈。
no hat, in black glasses.
什么呀？你应该打
Well, let's check the score. 85,
真的假的？这么多托儿。
990, 433. Why is the score? It's a high evaluation.
我觉得刚才这段如果用英语，我会给你更高一点。
I wonder who are giving the scores
比杯，降一点分。
because they are quite high.
OK，
I think
请出来自澳大利亚。
if you do the live stream in English, you will get an even higher score, but you did it in Chinese, so the score is already high enough. So
增高鞋是不是？
we have a new friend here, Bela Tai, who is his name.
你不要颠了。好，非常好，小贝跟我们一样新闻。
I think the three of us are all tall, but he is even taller.
为什么叫这个名字？
Say hi to our online viewers. Hi, I'm Bela Tai from Australia. So, how did you get your name? Very long ago from now, the headmaster in my school gave me this name because it's easy to remember.
那个年代太悠久了。
But you know, my name is quite familiar to, the pronunciation is familiar to Bickham. So I got a lot of attention for that.
说中文是不是不一样的味儿？
不一样的味儿。
那味儿了。
你觉得？哎，让网友们再打分呀。同意贝勒。
But there is one case where my name, there is an event related to my name, which hit headlines.
那算了，同意我说的更好了，请扣3。你说的非常有道理，资深主播不能让其他人聊。还是得互动，对对对。刚才
So I believe there is a lot of fun going on in the comment session.
这个购物季是怎样的？很火吗？
We hope for more interaction. So can you tell us about the shopping spree in Australia? You know, during the Black Friday. In Australia, we don't have this Thanksgiving. We only have the Christmas. We have a Boxing Day,
可以买一些春季的那个
which is a grand celebration of the shopping spree.
多盒子和箱子，然后处理，好像是这个意思，但是我不确定，所以
Why is the Boxing Day has with the name of boxes? But I heard there is a saying that all the presents were put in a big box, so there is the name Boxing Day. But I'm not sure about this.
这个是你的托。
So let me check the score again.
我怎么就那么点托？其实我想说的是没有 R，
Oh no，
真的没有 R，
Oh no，
真的没有 R。哎，你们这些托全是小贝的托，全是一。
是因为我要做英文的直播，所以就是因为他是做中文直播，但是我们在国内平台做。
Well, 贝勒泰 gets a lot of high scores, which shows his popularity.
非常对，然后这么说，
未来可期。
未来可期。
Well, maybe that shows an excuse for me because I'm only an English promoter on the overseas platform.
刚刚说那个英文成语非常好，
我的天，对我，但是我感觉他自己也被惊讶的，在那边是在，
我的天，我怎么会说这个？你用一个成语，你会说成语吗？
我的成语非常差。
Just now, he was amazed by the result. He's good at expressing his feelings in Chinese idioms. How about you? Do you know any idioms?
亚马逊直播就是第一个跑出来的一个，是不是？
Well, I know some Chinese phrases.
好像是真的。
Like 一马当先 is for expressing someone who tries to be the first
是可以的吧？
in taking a trial.
是你，那此刻扣一的肯定是你了。那我得说一个成语，
来，
哦，
来，我明天的直播再说。
期待我们庄老师的成语，来看明年的直播。
对，我们一般预告节目要反复预告，就像卖货似的。
对，是这
So we will look very much forward to the live streaming episode tomorrow.
在那边，明天中午12点，就反正我知道我会在哪里。
It's like the
明天中午12点。
live streaming. In reality, you keep talking about the virtues of the product
音乐放过来，大家的心情。
so that it can be promoted.
对，我感觉你这么说也不太好。没事，我明天是幕后人员。
也许到时候又把你拽上来了。
Maybe 我们
I think there will be a lot of competition between us.
明天，人哥说我们直播哈，一定要立 flag。立吗？今天这个 flag 立不立？
So tomorrow morning we will have another live streaming episode.
上次我们也聊了，就是
Are you going to set an objective?
我们这一次的 flag 就是做好一次直播，
Where last time we
让我们
talked about whether it is necessary to set a flag or setting a target.
能够有很多的观看量，也说不定。到底有多少人卖？
Well, our target is to do a good job in the live stream to promote the best of each product
看一个品就知道，
and expressing the advantages and virtues of each product.
是如果能够至少带动几十个人的购买力。
说的这么保守了，突然，我跟大家说，
When you show the product in a video
之前比着说的
or
大一点，明天再放出来，好不好？
other forms, you will see the virtues of the product.
但是我现在要
高倍，
我们要
低杯，
有高杯，还有低的杯。我现在
But we'd like to share with you a higher target.
目标包括看看所有。
You know, there are high goals and low goals.
这一次是一个很重要的学习的一次直播。
So tomorrow we will review our true target.
Everything on one plate, you know.
But anyway, this will be a very precious learning opportunity.
摊子的一切，
一盘子一切。
跟大家也说一下哈，这场直播里边的这些中国货，很多已经是在外国卖的很好了，所以这一次又是再验证的可能性。我们把最高质量中国货，
So the Chinese products that are to be promoted tomorrow
两位外国人可以整个
have
团队
already gained high popularity among the overseas friends.
上午8点高斯开始带货，我们不管。
So tomorrow's episode
新闻相对论的直播
will be very interesting. Stay tuned
跟网友们
to the episode that it is going to start at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning and last until 12 o'clock.
现在我们的直播
So
也没结束。
goodbye everyone for this
美国
episode.
的两位记者在纽约的徐德志和在芝加哥的刘潇谦。
Our live stream today has not ended yet. we will have two colleagues in the United States who will bring you more interesting episodes. First is Xu Dezhi from New York and Liu Xiaoqian from another city in the United States. So first we will turn to Xu Dezhi. Dear CGTN online viewers, good day. My name is Xu Dezhi in New York. So in the upcoming minutes, I will try to share with you the stories during the Black Friday. We are on the number 33 street of Manhattan. You can see the Imperial Tower and all the shopping streets. The Macy shop is also the famous shopping center. They will have they're on sales, and the customers will enjoy very nice discounts during the Black Friday. Before we start, we'd like to say something different. Many online viewers saw me last week live streaming in the El Paso clinic during the COVID-19 season for isolation. And many questioned me whether I have ended my quarantine. Yes, the answer is yes, because the result has shown negative. Now it's 7:30 early in the morning. The workers are cleaning the streets. I'm also following the CGTN live streaming and your comments. If you have any questions, please post up your comments. You know, the confirmed cases of COVID-19 in America has amounted to over 12.8 million people. So what will the Black Friday look like during such a special occasion? From the window shops, you can feel the atmosphere. And you can see the words, "Thank you, New York," tinted on the window. And to those of you fighting on the front line to keep our loyalty, to keep the New Yorkers healthy. So some grateful words of gratitude are written on the window of the shops. And also on the ground, there are some signs posted to remind the customers to line up. But we find no one lining up in front of the shop. What we can see is only a cleaning van, and there are few customers who are doing shopping offline. You know, in previous years, during the Black Friday, there will be a big shopping spree where people swarmed into the shops. But this year, it's quite different. It's empty street, empty shop. So the Black Friday this year is totally different from the previous years. No one, few people showed up. And the shops are opened quite late. In previous years, the Messi shop would be opened at midnight, and people would swarm into the shop. But this year, the shop is empty. No one swarmed into the shop. Now there are few people in the shop. So why is that? I think that's because of the COVID-19. That's because of the growing epidemic. In each state of the United States, there are rules about the control and prevention of COVID-19. There is a limit on the number of people in each shop. So today, there will be a limit on the number of visitors to each shop. You need to line up in order to get into the shop. So when it's your turn, you may end up grabbing nothing or grabbing nothing you wanted. So the true case is that no one lined up here. I received an online question. Whether are these customers going online? Where are they? So is the Black Friday turning into a shopping month online? According to a statistics, there is a forecast that the online sales will increase. And American Express and the Federal Express many people like to shop online and send their products through delivery service. And this year, the Federal Express reminded the users to place order as early as possible in order to prevent a squeeze. Well, the shopping season this year, the online trend of the shopping season is due to the COVID-19, which is really different from the previous years. I received a video link from my friend which showed the shopping spree in Woodbury. But when I came here today, I didn't expect the shops to be so empty. I expect there to be a line. But when I came here, the street is empty. This showed that people are cautious about the COVID-19 epidemic. I've just explained to you the situation in Macy's store. In previous years, there will be a celebration going in front of the Macy's. And there will be a big car moving the balloons from the Central Park, and which covers a journey of miles. But this year, the event covers only a few blocks and guarded off the tourists, guarded off the consumers, and warded off the crowd. Now I'd like to show you more details going on in the Macy's. So let's go and check out. Now we're standing at the foot of the Imperial Tower. Some online viewers complained about the quality of my live stream, but that's because of the weak internet access. Sorry for that. It's 7:38 early in the morning. The sun has risen up. The empty street is quite irregular, as we saw in previous years in United States. Check out this shop. Very few customers, almost no one. And next store, Zara and Uniqlo. This is a brand that's quite familiar to Chinese consumers. There is a sales going on. You know, in previous years, there will be a shopping spree early in the morning, but now nobody showed up. I think the shop will be open starting from 10 o'clock in the morning today. So the number 33 block is very tranquil. It's like a regular American morning. Nothing special. I received some other questions whether these offline sales goes online. Whether the Black Friday has been changed to a shopping spree season online. Let's check out what's happening over there in the avant-garde square. And some people also wonder about how America's economic performance is during the COVID-19 season. You know, the Dow Jones point hit 30,000 yesterday, but that performance does not mean the improvement of American people's livelihood. And that does not necessarily show that American economy is improving. Why is that? I think the incumbent presidency cared too much about the numbers, but they don't really know what these numbers stand for. Up till now, people worry about America's economy. Since the outbreak of COVID-19, America's government put forward two policy measures to promote boost economic performance. First is the fiscal policy, which gives allowances to the American people. Each one will receive $20,000 allowance. Another is monetary policy, for example, low interest rate or the liquidity service in order to reinvigorate the American economy. So why did I say that the Dow Jones the point does not stand for anything related to the economic performance? I think there is bubble in the American economy. The stock market performance does not show anything related to the boost of the American economy. In the future, if the American economy can outrun the bubble in the stock market, then the danger will be removed. If not, the bubble will go bust, and the economy will have a downturn. So why is the liquidity and the Federal Reserve said they will try to do anything they can to save the economy? Actually, the liquidity policy will be bought. Well, the consequences of the liquidity performance will be shared by the international society. That means the international society will have to pay for the results of the liquidity policy in the United States. Now we're trying to check out more on this street. Meanwhile, you can post up your comments and questions in the interactive session. I have one figure to share with you. So how will the American people spend their holiday this year? And there is a survey. There are some questions that, for example, where you change your travel plan during this season, and 39% said that they will not change. 39% is not a small number. For the transmission of the virus, no matter how small the ground number is, the transmission speed is very large. Another survey question: during the holiday season, will you get together with your family members? Most people answer yes. Most people answer yes, they will get together with their families. And 60% said they will get together with the families, but in a smaller size. And 29% said they will not narrow down the size of their family members they are trying to get together with. So we can see that the COVID-19 epidemic has changed the habits of most people, but there are still a number of people who insist on their previous habits. Each day, there are 100,000 cases that are newly confirmed in the United States. This is nothing good, and this is something to be worried about. And today we are lucky; it feels quite warm outdoors. Travel may speed up the transmission of the virus. According to yesterday's data, 1.07 million passengers went through the security check, which means there were 1.07 million people taking flights on last Wednesday. And this is a special occasion that we need to take note of during the COVID-19 occasion. As we walk across this street, we walked past different stores, including some stores which runs 24 hours. Most of them are empty with few consumers. And the online viewer said that there are many American postages, Americans who post their how they spend their family occasions, how they spend their time with the families during the holidays on the social media. And someone said they knew there were a lot of ads going on, and everyone is going to get together with their families. You know, the ads will trying to say that you will get together with your families, but that's not the life for this year. I think for this year, as holiday season, we'd better avoid flights, avoid travel in order to cut the transmission of the COVID-19 virus. And I heard about a notice that before December the 1st, a lot of gyms and stores will be closed. You know, what is very interesting is that I worked out in a very small gym. It's very small. It has only one floor space. And after the local authority went through some check, and they said, well, you are safe. You can use this gym, but each time it can only fit 5 people at most. I'd like to also share with you the COVID-19 testing results in the United States. You know, there has been over 10 million confirmed cases. This has been a very difficult time for the United States. And some states in the U.S. has announced quitting the testing of those contacted over 14 days. They said they will quit the tracing of those contacts, which has been over 14 days. You know, each time when I came to New York, I will receive tests. And yesterday, the test cost me 3 hours to line up. And it was quite friendly in New York. The result will be given out in 1 to 2 days. That shows the testing performance very high in New York. But when I went to Arizona and also Texas, I asked for some data locally, and I asked a private clinic, and the staff responded that you can take the COVID-19 test, but it's not free. You have to pay $160 per person to receive one test, and also concluding other fees. It means you have to pay altogether $200 to $250 in total. And the testing has to wait for 1 week before delivering the results. You know, that can be very troublesome. You know, there is a time frame for 6 days to trace the contacts within 6 days. If Arizona produces results in 7 days, that can be very troublesome. So I asked them further questions. How long will the test be? And they said that the result will be given in 1 week or 2 weeks. So whether we will have to trace these people, that will be a very big challenge. To some extent, this is stalemate in the United States because of too many contacts. The contacts are too many to be traced. That leads to further transmission. I received some comments online that my mask may not help prevent me from risks. I should wear a more protective mask. Thank you for telling me that. I went to a certain region for live streaming, for interview, and the sun was great. The sunlight was really great, so I got sunburn. Now, this is another shop which is empty again. This is a grocery. This is Bahi Bagay. The epidemic is really serious in the United States. People may worry about the situation in New York. But I think the protection level in New York is quite high among all the other cities in the United States. And wearing mask is mandatory in New York. In many other states or cities, many people don't simply wear masks. Because people would say that the government did not make it mandatory, so why would I bother to wear masks? So the shopping season and holiday season right now would be a challenge for the U.S. government. The U.S. presidency said that the vaccine is to be delivered soon, and we will have a bright future. But the 2 vaccines are to be authorized in a timely manner. They will still have a question in terms of the speed they are going to be delivered. If Joe Biden takes office, would the prevention and control measures make any difference? The relationship between the president and the federal government, the relationship between the federal government and the state government is quite complicated. If the federal government makes an order, then the state will choose to follow or object the order depending on the party sitting in the government. So people may choose to wear or not wear the masks on their own. This will be troublesome to control the situation. So how do American people feel about COVID-19? Well, for some people, they feel it's just a flu. For people who are in good health conditions, they think they will be immune to the COVID-19 once they are caught. But the elderly were quite sensitive to the COVID-19. I've talked to many American people. The largest challenge comes from the unknown facts. You don't know whether it can be treated totally, or whether vaccines will take an effect. There are too many unknown factors about COVID-19, and that's the challenge. Now we are heading for the 6th Avenue. Some ask me whether I came here too early, that's why there were no people around. No, that's not the case. Now it's 7:57 in America. It's still morning, but there were a few people. And in front of me are some fences. You can feel how empty the street is. I seem to see another colleague doing the live streaming today, over there. I will try to go over to him to say hello. The colleague is trying to do a live streaming episode on his phone. Everyone cares about how we are spending the Black Friday, but you can see on the street and shops, everything is totally different from the previous years. All the clothing brands, clothing shops, no visitors. Very quiet on the street. I guess there are even more policemen and the work staff on the street than consumers. From my camera, you can feel the street is empty. This is the most important area for shopping during Black Friday, and also the Macy's is the largest shopping store in the United States. And now it's 8 o'clock morning in the United States. It's still very quiet on the streets and the shopping malls. Well, the empty street may have shown that the New Yorkers are very cautious about COVID-19, and they are careful about not going out in order to prevent the transmission of the COVID-19. And I think this will help New York to do better in the prevention and control of the virus. I think this is the end of my episode. I will turn it over to my colleague Liu Xiaoqian to bring you more stories. Thank you, Xu Dezhi, for your New York report. Now let's get back. And I'm now in Beijing, and we're trying to connect to Liu Xiaoqian in Chicago. Although we are remote from each other, let's try to talk about the COVID-19 prevention and control in Chicago. So how is that going on? Can you tell us some information? Yes, during my last episode, many people cared about me a lot, and they questioned whether I had taken vaccines. You know, the answer is no, because there is no way to get vaccines in the United States today. I heard a lot of my colleagues and friends receiving vaccines back in China. So I admire your work quite a lot because there is no way to get vaccines here. So how about the shopping season here? So how about the COVID-19 cases here? You know, the cases grown from California, New York, and later Chicago. And during summer, in Chicago, the prevention control measures were quite serious. But now it has become one of the centers for the cases. So each day, about 130,000 newly confirmed cases.
对，所以现在在年中的这个购物季。
And it's quite fair to say that we're reaching the peak of the confirmed cases. So how about shopping? Are the shops still open in Chicago? Yes, as I watched your episodes, I saw that New York, the Fifth Avenue in New York is so empty today. So I feel much more at ease because it's almost the same here in Chicago. It's now 7 o'clock early in the morning. It's still dark, which relates to Black Friday. You know, it's dark. In Chicago, it can be very freezing in winter. As I check in New York, it's quite freezing today, too. The temperature are close.
我这北京也是3度，咱俩的度数一样。
You know, on Black Friday, except you want to grab something that is really important, you feel not like walking out of your door. So let's talk about the Double 11 shopping festival in China. So since you're in the United States, will you participate in the Double 11 festival? Well, for me, I did not participate often in the previous festivals, personally. I think it's 2010, almost a decade ago. When I was back in China, I participated once. I did some shopping. I know if we are in the United States, it will be given us an advantage to shop during the Double 11 festival because of the time of placing order, because it's midnight in China, and in the United States it will be daytime. So people wonder, what did you buy during the shopping spree? You know, it was Thanksgiving yesterday. So in the afternoon, previous afternoon, I did go to the shopping mall, and I took a video clip. So let's play the video clip to see what I have done. It's the 25th of November. It will be Thanksgiving Day. You know, during Thanksgiving Day, many shops will be closed. For the Black Friday week, it will be a good idea to grab something
商场去看一下，然后打算呢也买点东西。
to buy something.
现在呢已经是到了这个百货公司的门口，
And I'm planning to visit some of the
他们的
stores
停车场
to buy
虽然
something.
说没有说特别多啊，
Now I am
这个
in
人
front of
但是
the
平时疫情期间相比，
store.
也已经是
A lot of
都停得挺
not
慢
many
还有很
cars
多来
or
路边取
people,
货的人
but compared to
现在我来进去看一下，我其
the
实想买一
previous
些
days
厨房用品。
during COVID-19, it's quite packed. I'd like to get some stuff in the
其
kitchen.
实都已经各种各样的一些节日的一些装饰都有了，但是我来看一下顾客，
You can feel it's quite festive.
你看，我猜可能很多人，大部分人还是在网上来选。
Not so many people.
其实这个商家在网上呢是有一个
I guess many people stay at home and
只要是
shop online.
凭会员呢都可以享受。
For this shop, actually, there is an online discount. If you have the membership, you can enjoy 20% off.
他们这个网上怎么填那个一个优惠的一个
And you can enjoy another 15% off.
然后这就是我打算买的一个
Discount
然后
later.
大概是30多美金吧。然后
This is the product
如果
I'm
输
seeking.
会员卡的话呢，会员号的话可以
I'm looking for this, which costs around $30. To show membership, I can get 20% off.
报了一个锅，这个是应该是黑五期间的一个优惠折扣，但我不知道为什么它
I'm going to take it.
就是25号，直到今天就结束了。你看，其实这边有显示它的
The discount will end on the 25th, which means today. And this shows discount goes from 23rd to 25th of November.
人确实是不多啊，跟
The discount goes both online and offline.
感恩节期间相比，
As you see, not so many people
没什么顾客。
compared with a regular Thanksgiving day.
我想大部分人可能其实都是
Very
在线上
few
买东
visitors.
西比较多，但是在线下买东西一个坏处啊，打个引号的坏处就
I
会
guess most
一下
people
子
choose to
很多
shop
很多东西
online instead of visiting the stores.
就买了一大堆，其实原来没有打算要买的东西。
You know, when you go to the stores for shopping, you may end up with getting something you don't really need, just like me today. I heard online viewers say that the network is not very good, so could you show us what did you buy? I'd like to show you every face of it.
其实一般在美国黑五期间嘛，就买大样的这个家电呀、厨房用品还是一个比较传统的一个东西。然后我先说要为什么买这个锅呢？因为
You know, during the Black Friday in the United States, it's quite a good idea to get some kitchen stuff at a very good price.
就是怎么高温呀，怎么煮啊，特别是我们中国人喜欢煲汤，我南方人嘛，所以
I guess it's made of
比较厚，一些营养能够被保持在这里。
made of metal.
其实我一直是想买，然后我是这个百货公司
It's made of iron.
订会员之类的，所以我就收到他们的邮件。
I have wanted this product,
有一个
and I entered the membership of this store,
然后呢，它有专门
and I
提到一
received
点
their information letter,
叫做
which shows a
上门取货的
20%
话
off
可以
discount.
再打一个折扣。刚才小片子里头也有说，其实上门取货这个环节是疫情在美国爆发以来的一个。
And if you go to the store to pick it up, you can enjoy another discount on top of that.
就有选择嘛，除了送货以外，你可以取。然后在好多的
This is quite common in the United States during the COVID-19 situation period.
然后它里面就有
For the stores that sell household appliances and other products, you can choose to pick them up by yourselves.
它有显示说上门取货的一个折扣码，
But I don't think the service is so good. I mean, the discount service, because you need to show a barcode. But I had some difficulty in entering the barcode information. And after I entered it in, it showed the number is void, which means I failed to enjoy the another 15% of discount. And as the US dollar is depreciating against the RMB, I feel much better. And another customer failed to scan it out. So it shows there are some problems with the network.
OK， 大家能看到卡吗？有网友在说卡哈，我这边还挺顺畅的。有网友问为什么买了一口红锅。
How about the network now? I think it's good, but some online viewers said network is very bad. So why do you choose to buy a red-faced pot? Well, maybe red is a lucky color in China, and also red is the only color that is left.
所以我现在这个背景其实挺特别的，小钱。我现在在的不是我们那个演播室，我是在明天我们一个直播的现场。
You know, where am I? I'm not in my office. I am at the site for doing the live streaming episode tomorrow. We have another colleague, a foreigner, whose name is Gao Yousi. He's trying to do the episode tomorrow to sell Chinese products during the live streaming. And we're trying to do a rehearsal. It's quite interesting. So, how do you think the online shopping has been promoted among American consumers? Do you think they have been taken by the American people? Well, I don't think I'm in a position to make a judgment because I'm new here. But I think there is a lot of space for the growing of the online shopping habit. And there are a lot of vlogs being produced to help with the sales of these products. I also read some online reports about the vertical sales of the stores and the shops. But I think those vlogs have been very creative. And the creators are very inventive in making the vlogs. I think it's very challenging to be creative, to make a creative vlog and also to make it in a very delicate way. And also we are seeing a lot of excellent vlogs or videos taking place in China. It almost become a competition in China. But I don't think this can be repeated in the United States. There are some lifestyle vloggers. And if you are trying to show a product in the vlogs, there will be a link to the product, a reminder that you are trying to sell a product. So this can be sensitive. There are other ways to promote the products, like sell it on TV. Actually, this started from the United States. For example, there can be telephone calls while the TV sale is going on. And this is also going on in China. But this may be more relevant to the older people.
对，我曾经在中国的电视购物上买过一个特别的衣架，这个衣架就是健美骑士，我不知道你知不知道是什么东西，就是一个像自行车一样做锻炼的。但是买到家以后就
I once bought something very interesting in China. I bought a coat hanger, but it has a very special shape. It's like something in the gym.
明天有时间可以看一下，观察一下一场特别的带货。刚才提到肖谦在。
So behind me are the colleagues who are preparing for the live streaming episode tomorrow. So please stay tuned and support us. What are they trying to sell tomorrow? Well, it covers a lot of products like lamps and kitchen stuff and robot cleaners. Yeah, robot cleaner has been very popular these days. Yeah, robot cleaner has been on hot sale in the United States. So tomorrow we are going to give it another shot. So what do you think will be the influence of the shopping spree, the shopping season for the COVID-19 period? Reporting figures can be very boring for us reporters. But I'd like to share with you some data. People find it inconvenient to go to stores by themselves during the COVID-19 period. For example, in Illinois and Chicago, although it's not like the lockdown in March or April, but there is a limit on the number of people. Only 25% of the people can be allowed in the shop. And for Black Friday, there is also a number limit, not only for one day, but it's for 1 week. So it is very smart for some shop owners to release information beforehand. So actually 66% of the American consumers started shopping before the Black Friday started. That means they already finished their shopping, finished the most part of their shopping 1 week or 2 weeks before the Black Friday started. I also read some reports that the delivery service is not that efficient. So we'd better start the shopping early in order to avoid the high traffic during the Black Friday. So it's still the public holiday season, right? Yes. So how about the family get-togethers? So how is the situation going in Chicago? I think maybe the American people fail to care more about their life because they seem to have given up. The government hope everyone to wear masks until the vaccine is accessible. I think that's a common ground for our people. But when I live here in my apartment, over these days, especially yesterday and the day before yesterday, I think the whole apartment is empty because many people choose to find their parents, fly to the side of their parents for family get together.
但是以我住的这栋楼来看，大家都回家了。
You know, the elderly are easily
所以这方面，然后之前
infected
采访的时候，就人流量就很大，然后也有
by the virus.
很多人就说可能是
You know, I heard that yesterday when I went to the airport for an interview, I found a lot of traffic.
这个机会，所以不过很多美国人他在。
And I asked some people, and they said that despite the COVID-19 virus, they cannot stop seeing their family members. And yesterday, I also went to a private clinic. And before the holiday season began, there was a long queue in front of the clinic. A very long queue in order to get the testing. And that shocked me. And I was surprised to see such a long queue in the city center of Chicago. And many people said they received the tests in order to prove they were negative, because they are going to fly back to their family for get together. I have another video clip to share with you, which shows the people flow in the airport.
Hello， 大家好，我现在呢就到了芝加哥的机场。芝加哥其实有2个机场，一个就离市区比较近，但那边的飞机比较少。
Hi everyone, I am at the airport of Chicago. Actually, Chicago has 2 airports, which is near the city. Another is a little bit far away. And this airport is said to have the largest traffic flow. Some also said that this is smaller than the Atlanta's airport, but we don't know the answer who is number 1 or number 2. And it said that yesterday there were 1 million people passing security checks in the airport. And it said that the number is going to reach 2 million. This is a big number, although small compared with previous years, but during the COVID-19 season, it's quite rare. So let's check out what's happening there. The pronunciation of the airport resembles O'Hare. Let's check how many people there.
你看机场挂了很多这个红色、绿色，我猜可能是圣诞节一样的装置。我们在不打扰就是其他乘客的。
You can check out the red and the green flags on top.
人其实不少，每一个
which is for festive decorations. This is for luggage check-in. I can see a lot of people here. The self-check-in machine. You can see the kids. They must be for family get-together. It's like what we Chinese do for Mid-Autumn Festival or Spring Festival. It's all for family get-together. It's 12:30 in the afternoon.
我说实话啊，就是之前很长一段时间，我其实都主要就佩戴那种蓝白的手术用的那种口罩。
Frankly speaking, I have worn the blue masks for a long time. That's the surgical mask, especially for a few special occasions. I wear N95 mask, and today I also wear N95. Because each day in the United States, there are a big number of newly confirmed cases. So if I choose to go to such a place with a big crowd, I will choose to wear N95. Let's keep walking and check out what's happening there.
说实话，今年啊，特别是5月份以来呢，因为美国的这个抗疫非常的严重，此起彼伏，各地都有，所以我也
Frankly speaking, since May,
飞机的常客、机场的常客。
There are a big number of confirmed cases in the United States. And I have been a frequent visitor to the airports of the United States. I think it has become... I've seen more people in the airports than regular times. And I asked some staff, and they said that the reason is that many flight companies try to condense or reduce the number of flights so that the ground staff will not necessarily be there 24 hours. This leave the our people fewer choices. So the airport, the planes have been more crowded, and so did the airports. As I checked the information boards, that there were a lot of flights. The latest flight is around 6 o'clock p.m. A lot of flights to take off at around 2 o'clock p.m. That means at 2 o'clock p.m., a lot of people will take the plane. So there will be a big crowd. We're lucky because the elevator is still on. Many elevators are closed during the COVID-19 period, but we are lucky to have the service on. Maybe we need to wait a few minutes before the elevators comes. I wonder whether there were a lot of people at the arrival section. I don't think the elevator is moving. Oh, here it comes. It's packed. With flowers, I think they are the new arrivals. Many people arrive here on Uber. Just now, the people spoke Spanish. I guess they came from Cuba.
没有特别多，但也不少。
Now we are at the arrival section. I think there are quite a number of people, not so many, but there are still a large number of people. You can check it out in the camera. This is the luggage section. Many people are waiting for their luggages. But I think the Starbucks and other coffee shops are closed. I'm not flying to another city. I'm just here to check the people flow here. I think I know the airport quite well over the past few months. So I don't feel surprised to see so many people here today. The traffic flow is normal. Because it fits the development of the virus at current stage in the United States. For whatever reason people choose to travel, I wish them all good flights. So let's get back. Just now, as we watched the video link, people reminded you to take care in the airport, especially during this very special occasion.
所以现在，因为我知道刚才听你说，在整个疫情期间已经去了37个州了，最大的感受是什么？在疫情期间去了这么多地方。
I heard you mention that you have visited 37 states during the COVID-19 period. Well, 37 states. The largest number of places I visited during my decade-long journalist life. For me, the average number is 15 states per year. But this year, the past few months, it's already 37. You know, there is a saying in the United States that to run for presidency in the United States, you need to cover around 40 states. And a few presidents can cover more than 40 states. So I think my number is close. So why did I visit the States so frequently? That's because of the protests in the States. The outbreaks of the protests went on and on. So I took trains and flights for these states. And when I was on plane, it was fully packed. I think that was the most fully packed economic class. You could not even fit your luggage into the plane. And my colleague in Washington said their airport is empty. But the Chicago, Denver, and Atlantis has the function of transit. That's why they have reduced the traffic in Washington. One flight company I choose to take most of the times have sold out their tickets, and there was an oversale of the ticket.
我觉得就是还挺心寒。
不是一个强制的规定吗？一定要有空座。
And one flight company that I choose to take regularly had full passenger rate. So all the passengers were packed in the small cabin, and there are some delay or other occasions people do not wear masks. And you know, American people like to drive around. So there was a lot more traffic on the road. It is really impressive that in the national park this summer, the camping site was packed. Because people thought staying in a hotel is not secure, so they chose for camping. But the national park ended up being closed because of too many people. So a lot of people choose to drive. I do understand why people choose to drive to the national park for camping. You also mentioned a lot of people are queuing up for the nucleic acid tests before the clinic. So is it mandatory or voluntary? You know, the prevention and control is in the hands of the state government. So the measures are not mandatory. For example, here in Chicago, if you arrive from another city here, you are advised for a quarantine for 14 days. Just advised, not mandatory. So how will the government monitor those who violate the rules? Then the government responded that they will try to monitor on their social media. So nothing mandatory here in Chicago. To my knowledge, nothing mandatory here in the States. You will be advised to fill in some forms to guarantee that you are secure, but I don't think that's effective. So it's advised mandatory quarantine, right? We are interested in the backdrop. The painting on your wall. Can you say something about it? You know, around these days we've been doing live streaming episodes in some special sites. In our previous days, we went to the White House and other prestigious places. But now, due to the COVID-19, we can seldom go out. So we think maybe it's a good idea to do live streaming at home, since the network is so developed. So that means I have to expose my home to the online viewers. So we have to show our home to the outside world. Well, this painting is how I got when I worked in Brazil. It's a head decoration of an indigenous people. For each tribe of the Indian groups, they will have some different, some special head decorations.
看啊，就我特别喜欢的，我就过去跟他说，我跟你交换，把这个帽子给我，然后
So as I made an observation of the head decoration,
然后回来了以后，它其实是一个立体，是可以戴的。
I proposed to exchange my stuff for this painting.
所以我就把它镶进了一个
I
玻璃框。
actually posted this image on my Weibo account.
但原来的话就自己再加个摆设。
It was actually a head decoration, a
客
hat.
厅曝光给电视。
So I took it back and I made it into a painting and hang on the wall.
每次我做完直播，还电视直播就好多，包括咱的同事啊，都会问说那到底是一个什么东西。
And I think it's a brilliant idea to hang it on the wall, because the online viewers are quite interested and pleased about it. Well, thank you again for sharing so much information with us. So tomorrow morning, starting from 8, there will be another live streaming episode going on to promote Chinese products to overseas friends. Stay tuned.
在微博上有一件很重要的事情，也要在最后给所有的网友要报告一下哈。肖谦的新书是不是已经？I
think there is a big event to be shared with the online viewers. You are having a new book published, right? Yes.
目前预售阶段可以在网上买到，它叫做路上行舟。
Yeah, I have a new book in the pre-sales period. You can book it online.
做了好多关于这个
It's about my journalist life to Latin America. It's about the drug investigation reports. A lot of behind-the-scenes stories. And many people are interested in how I got in contact with the drug dealers, how I interviewed them, whether I was scared. This is the biggest question I received. So I answered all these questions in my book. And also I shared my observation of this country, still in the pre-sales stage, and the sales is quite good. If you're interested, please buy one. Don't be shy. So, how to participate in the pre-sales?
盛春，你给我介绍一下吧，这怎么说呢？我平时没有卖货带货的经验，就是说有一些链接。
微博是吗？
Well, I don't know how to put it.
对，在我的微博上是。
I think there will be a product link on my Weibo account.
各大平台好像都有了，包括。
My Weibo account is my full name. The book will be available on all the online platforms, including Dangdang platform.
我觉得如果有机会的话，下次直播这个也可以当做这个转发的
as the pre-sale stage, but on the 5th of December, it will be the official stage for sales.
可以可以。
对，所以这本书的书名再跟网友们说一下，大家可以去搜。
And you will have a chance to win it as a present if you forward my postage.
船只的舟，然后它的副标题叫做一个中国记者的拉美毒品调查。
Well, the name of the book is
太难了哈，就是在陆地上面开船。
The investigation of the investigation into drug deal by a Chinese journalist. The process is really hard.
关于身后这幅画是来自巴西的一个很温暖的故事，但实际上肖谦在巴西等地拉美采访。
Just now, Xiao Qian shared with us the story behind the painting hanging onto his wall, and also his experience as a journalist to Latin America in his newly upcoming book. And he said his apartment is empty because his neighbors is all out for family get-together. So take care and see you. Okay, that's all for today.